Welcome back, Zelda fans. This is number 8, episode 8 of Kaepora's Let's Play. Several things as I was watching some of the earlier episodes. Clarification on. First of all, I was naming this frog. I kept calling him a timeless frog. This is the tireless frog. Which makes sense, because he's like stamina-based, so I just saw it wrong and kept saying it over and over and over. Anyway, so I did some checking. The rupees, I mentioned earlier, like in episode 5, I think, maybe, that rupees had been around forever, and they'd been in different colors forever. And I did some checking. And in the very first game, technically speaking, in the Legend of Zelda game, the single value rupees were yellow instead of green. And then there was a 5 value rupee that was blue, which is pretty standard. But that was one of only 2 games in the universe of Zelda where the 1 rupee is not green. So Legend of Zelda had it that way, and Link's Awakening DX had it. It was blue. The blue and the green were actually switched. So the blue was 1 and the green was 5 in Link's Awakening DX. So since the new Link's Awakening is coming out here in a few months, I'm kind of curious to see how that's going to work out. I'm going to guess they're going to standardize it, because in every other game, 1 is green, and there's one of them where... in the Oracle series, I guess that's 2 games, 5 is both red and blue. And I assume that means that, like, Seasons has it one way and Ages has it another way. And then, like, 10 is red and there's big versions. So there's some weird ones in there. Some games even have what they call the Rupor, which is a black rupee that actually deducts rupees from your wallet. So, anyway, just a little bit of lore there. Kind of curious. There's only, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only 5 games that have a wallet system. Ocarina of Time. Oh wait, Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask have the same wallet system. Wind Waker has a different one, Minish Cap has a different one, Twilight Princess has a different one, Skyward Sword has a different one. This one doesn't have one, so that's cool. The other thing I mentioned right before this episode was about familial stuff. So I had forgotten that in Link's Awakening, or not Link's Awakening, in Link to the Past, not only did you see the skeleton version of the king, but at the end of the game, the king's alive again, so you get that. Turns out he's also the king in general, the king of Hyrule. He always has a different name. But the king is always... he shows up in a couple of other things, too. He shows up in... where did I put that? He shows up in Minish Cap. He's got a name, which I've forgotten. And he shows up in... just look this up. He technically shows up in the backstory of 1 and 2. It's just like a cartoon picture, you know, just like all the other story backgrounds in the rest of them. Shows up in the Minish Cap, and Minish Cap, Link to the Past, 1 and 2. I think there was one more that I'm forgetting. And the other thing was that in Wind Waker, Link technically has a sister and a grandma, which they don't ever talk about their parents, so who knows what's going on there. And then Tetra, who is technically Zelda, her mom gets referenced too. So if you count Tetra's mom, this is the second game that references, like, Princess Zelda's mom, as it were. One other thing that I should clarify I was talking about before, the climber's bandana. It says it right there. The climb speed increases, not the stamina. It's kind of the same thing, because if you're climbing faster, you're using less stamina, but the way I was saying it before was representing it as something it's not. So I just wanted to clarify that. Get that all out in the open. I'm still looking up some other stuff, but anyway, we're gonna do some Kakariko Village stuff. First time I remember Kakariko Village is in Link to the Past. That's when it had its own village. Look at this guy. He is all about the paint. He shows up in a few different places, and his pictures are always like surreal. I mean, yeah, I just love art. He's a Sheikah too. You can tell by his garb. It's not standard Sheikah garb, but it's partially Sheikah garb, and his hair is white, except for the ink on the top. So you know that he's a Sheikah, technically speaking. Also, he's taller than I am, and he's older than I am. So he's looking for the fairy fountain. This is something that we haven't gotten to yet. The first one's right around here, so that would make sense. They're super powerful if you want to use them. If you don't want to use them, they're completely useless to you, but I love them. So we're gonna see that in a minute. I'm gonna leave you alone, because you will mess me up. She's not over here yet. There's a bunch of side quests in this game, or in this town. This is a general store. It's got some veggies in it and stuff. Hello. How are you? Welcome to Kakariko Village. We are blessed with the protection of the goddess. Blah, 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 blah. Locally grown, fresh, and seasonal. Yeah. Right. I'm good. I can talk to her later. So carrots are pretty cool. They come in handy a little bit every once in a while. They're an item that you use for upgrades eventually. But goblin guts, we've got some of those. Goat butter, I think I need one of these. Thank you. I think I need that for a quest here in a minute. Here's another store. All these stores. This one's all about the arrows. And she's got a quest for me. Hey, I can't remember blah blah blah. They don't have much use for a bow. That's because they don't go anywhere. The young people. There's like 3 young people in this whole village. Take your time. So she acts like she's got a quest, but she's not. There we go. And head over here. It's for a fine slice of man that can use a bow. She's kind of on the rebound, as it were. So she's looking for something. Okay, sure. I'm on it. Light the torches at the goddess statue. Got it. She's excited. So you can buy regular arrows, and you can buy fire arrows, which is super handy. I don't have any money right now, but just being able to buy fire arrows, because you're not going to find them in the wild. There's a couple of places that the enemies will use bomb arrows and fire arrows, but unless it's raining, you can't pick them up afterwards. They blow up, they explode, they whatever. So I need to do this and set it on fire with that, and then light it. And I just need to keep doing that. And this keeps me from using a fire arrow. It'd be faster if I used fire arrows, but you know. You can actually light these with melee weapons too, and she doesn't care. So I don't. Is what it is. Either way, quest complete, kinda. I did what she wanted me to do. I think I can actually go pick up those arrows, too. Since they kind of knocked off.
Oh.
Done already? Hey, kid, I saw you. What a shot in the heart. Yeah. We're living apart right now. Ah.
Oh.
So, for that little bit of work, I get 20 rupees. Yeah. She's got a type. We'll meet her husband here in a minute. He's kind of a nut, too. They're both nuts, but they're nuts for different things, so I guess it doesn't work for them. This guy's asleep. I suppose so.
Oh.
I assume the little gray words are supposed to be, like, quiet, to themselves, talking. So, yeah, soft bed, it gets you, extra hearts whenever you wake up. So it's...
Ooh.
No, I don't want any of that. I can get the same thing for free, I don't care. I can't remember, I think there's one time where you have to stay in an inn, otherwise it's just not worth it. There are easier ways to get your hearts back. See this girl. She's one of the younger peoples, I suppose. Enchanted is open for business every day of the year. Yeah. Aw. He's all sheepish. An incredible thing that only incredible people can have. She's got a nice smile. She has a quest later, but it only happens at night. And here is her sister slash twin slash mom. I don't know. They're kind of not specific on this. I know they're related somehow. The stealth chest guard. The Claire collection. That's her name. Or Clary. High-end collection curated by me, but of course, each and every item is selected using my flawless fashion sense. Okay, so this is the first time we can buy armor. This is the Hylian set, which doesn't really have anything special, but it's not too terribly expensive, and it gets you more protection than what I've got now. This is the Sheikah set. Yeah, your footsteps are nearly soundless. It's perfect for hunting and stuff, but it's very little defense. So this is my personal favorite set, just because the stealth is really important for hunting bugs and you know, fish, all sorts of stuff. And sneaking up on enemies, and most of the time, so because you can pause and change stuff out on the fly, once I get through the initial initial scrum of battle, I can swap out to a high defense or a high attack armor set real fast. But this is the one that I'm like always in. As you can see, it's a little on the expensive side. 600, 700, 500 for all three of these. I don't have anywhere near that amount of money right now, so I'm gonna go for a while. But I'll come back whenever I've got money. It's a good set. I love it. It's relatively easy to upgrade, and just love it. Hey, there's that guy. Oh, it's Coco. I like Coco. She's cool. She's got a sister too, whose name I can't remember at the moment. But I want to see where she's going. Yeah, she goes to the left. What the hell? Okay, I don't know where she's going. Usually she goes over to the cooking pot, and I can... Maybe she's going the long way. There it is. She's got some side quests. veggie cream soup. You toss a swift carrot, rock salt, and fresh milk in a pot and stew it up. Then voila. And she's all out of swift carrots. I'll get you a carrot. All the kids in this game are adorable. The Sheikah girls and, well, the Zora kids are pretty great too. But my favorites are the Rito kids. You'll see them in a... It'll be a while before we get there, but they're just adorable. So excited. I brought this carrot just for you. No, I had it in my pocket for a long time. I could have gone to the general store just right over there and bought a carrot for her. But since I had one, dun 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 dun, and then she gives me some. It's great. Free food. Just like Mother. And then she does it again. There's 3 of these. Hot buttered apple sounds good. Apples and goat butter. Oh no, I don't have butter. That's right. I just happened to buy some butter. Aww. She's too hard on herself. She's great. She's just a great kid. This is how I want every kid to be. Super reliable, just wants to help. Making life better for everybody. Of course, that's kind of what I want from all people in general, but kids are cuter, so. There it is, hot buttered apple. It's just apple and butter. I mean, there's nothing to it. Cooking can get expensive, though, if you want to do it pretty extreme. Because, like, butter, you're not going to find butter. You have to buy it. Cocoa will make Father's favorite, tough meat stuffed pumpkin. The ingredients are pumpkin and meat. And I've got a bunch of meat, but you gonna ask for... Oh no, you're gonna ask for meat. I've got a bunch of meat. Father used to go hunting, but he's at work. Stop beating yourself up, Coco. There you go. Ah, she's so excited. I wonder how that would taste in real life. Pumpkin and meat together. Meat pumpkin pie. Or, yeah, meat pumpkin pie. That'd be weird. Okay, so that's her thing. That's all 3 side quests. I don't think she has any more. Maybe there is one more. Honeyed apple. Oh, that's right. She needs coarser bee honey. I have one of those. Aww. So sad. She goes from sad to happy real fast. So much so that I almost worry about her. This is... Aww. She's so strong. That's a lot of hearts. I don't have that many hearts. And it gives you bonus stamina. Or sorry, it refills some of your stamina, Will. If it was yellow, that means that it would be bonus, I think. Is that it? Is that all of them? Usually dessert is the last thing. What are you doing? She will become a chef. Yay. This is true. It is difficult. Alright, so we're done with that for now. Coco's great, but can only do so much. That shrine thing's bugging me, so let's go get a shrine thingy. This is the guy, you talk to about pumpkins. Dun dun dun! You aren't part of the... Come to steal my pumpkins. Ah, jeez. Yeah, the Yugi clan are jerks. You say that, but one is closer than you might think. Hey, you gave me a pumpkin. Yeah, if you cook them, they increase your defense a little bit. I think I can buy them from here too, right? I don't want to, but I can. Okay. Anyway. We're good. We're good for a while. Go get this shrine thing. Chicken. I've been saying chicken. It's not chickens. They're technically cuckoos or cuckoos, however you want to say it. But I'm gonna call them chickens because cuckoos are cuckoos. There's too many ways to say that word, and I haven't been corrected yet. I shall call them chickens. The Hylian chicken of awesomeness. Welcome to Talo Naegs. So, there's not a whole lot here, and there's a reason for that. We're gonna get to that in a second. Eightfold blade. And a shield, which I don't have room for. Thunder. Okay. So here's what these are all about. You run into these every once in a while. It's one of the shrine types. It's just a challenge to beat this one guy. Use a side hop to avoid enemy attacks. Yeah, this one in particular kind of walks you through how to fight, in case you haven't figured it out yet. But they won't be the side hop whenever. And flurry rush. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna do this. See, if I side hop in that particular instance, I would have been hit because he did the horizontal slash. If you parry with just the right timing, yeah, blah blah blah. The perfect guard. Nope, that didn't even hit me. Gonna get this. Oh, seriously? Come on. It's just practice. It's all about the timing. Build up your power, then release it to unleash a charge attack. Yes. There it is. That's all it is. This one. The other ones make you actually fight stuff, like normal. This was just a test, kind of thing. Now proceed. Don't tell me what to do. The Guardian Sword. And then there's always after the challenge room, there's always your chest and the monk right next to each other, so you don't have to do anything special. No puzzles, no craziness, just fight to the death. And those are, I'm pretty sure the shrines, or the difficulty of those Guardian Scouts are locked in. So at the, some of them are, at this level for Link, are way too powerful. Some of those shrines you have to, well, you don't have to, but it's wise to just turn around and walk out. If you see, like, challenge level 4, and you're like, nope, not doing that right now. It's not that bad on standard difficulty. On Master Quest, you're asking for trouble. It's one of those few times you actually have to fight someone. How much money do I have? 53. I need to go sell something real quick. You will see why in a second. I need to sell you something. I'm gonna sell you some ores. I don't need to sell that many. That's fine. So yeah, I could sell all my ores and I could buy this stuff if I wanted to, but rupees are not hard to come by once I get to my spot, my rupee spot, which will happen here in the next handful of episodes. This is the other girl, Kotla. She's the twin of Coco. She wants to play. So I need to go find her. I should not have done this, but I'm gonna find her. She's somewhere. Come on. There we go. Can't get off the wall. She might be right here. Nope, that's a mushroom. There is a time on this, so if it takes me too long, she'll bug out. Those are the river snails that glow in the dark at night. I wonder if she's over by the tree. How could this happen? Yeah, I'm not gonna do this for a minute. I'll come back. Not that tree. This tree. It's a sledgehammer. Well, guess I'm not really sure. I know she's around here somewhere. She's not underneath the porch of the thing, is she? That would be awkward. Just gonna check something. Dun 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 dun. Nope. Nope. Oh, come on. What? No freaking way. Maybe it's because it doesn't count as a real... as a real quest. It's not showing up. Well, I'll find her eventually. Or she's just gonna be at the... It could be too late and she's already at the dinner table thing. Yeah, see, she's already over there. That's why I couldn't find her. I want to say she's behind that tree. Yeah. Alright, I'll play with you later. Alright, so I got my money, so I'm gonna get back up there. It's actually a little faster if I warp. Not by much. Maybe 10 seconds. Something like that. But every second counts in this game we call awesome. Talo Neg. You're gonna come back here a lot. Until like the very end of the game, and then you won't use this at all. Hey, we're going into the forest. Why are we going into the forest? Ooh, it's a bloopy. If I can sneak up on him and hit him with a spear combo, I'll hit him like 15 times. I don't think I can charge without him hearing me though. Ah, I did get him several times. Look at all those rupees. Blues, reds, greens. I don't see any... Sometimes, I think he can drop like purples too, which are nuts. But, anyway, this is what we're here for. That and the fairies. Fairies are wonderful. Fairies are pretty much in every game. A lot of times you have to put them in bottles. But in this one, you just carry them like any other animal, creature, item, whatever. As soon as they get within snatching range. They're way the hell up there for some reason. I can't get them when they're up there. Can I do this? No. I need them to come down a little bit. There it is. So yeah, basically the thought process is, if you're going to die from, loss of hearts, this will pop out by itself and it'll give you 5 hearts. So at the moment, it's going to be filling me up completely. These respawn here and in a handful of other special places, but you can only have so many of them. I've noticed if I've got like a full pouch of them, like the 6 or 8 that show up at the same time, then the new ones don't spawn. So I think there's some limiter in the background of how many you can have at the same time. Usually you're not going to use that many of them anyway. Silent Princess is it's kind of a specialty item. It's pretty much only used in upgrade stuff, and it's rare, so it only shows up in a couple of places. And it's referenced in the backstory. Those are Endura carrots. Those are good for your horse. And for you, if you want to use them. Blue Nightshades. Another fairy. Let's try and get this one last fairy. You gotta sneak up on them. They'll fly away like anything else. But they have a tendency to kind of hover. You gotta get like right underneath them. This is taking too long. Alright, so this is what we're here for. Just this giant pod. What's this for? Sweet boy, please. Listen to my story. Yes, talk to me, giant plant. Feed me, Seymour. Oh, the Great Fairy. So fairies are in every game, like I was saying. Great fairies only exist in a handful of the major games. Most of the major games. They tend to give you some sort of power-up in general. So, like, in Link to the Past, the Great Fairy gave you... well, there were several Great Fairies, but there was one that gave you bomb and arrow upgrades. There was one that turned your boomerang into a super boomerang. There was one in the Dark World that gave you the super bow, light bow, bow of light, whatever. In Majora's Mask, they give you upgrades to your health or your magic or masks. Here you go, I got 100 rupees for you. Apparently, spiritual power is the same as rupees in this game. So the richer you are, the more spirit power you have. Which is like the only place in the world where that is true. Is this particular Hyrule. Look, that's so... It's definitely a fresh take on the fairy fountain. And these are definitely a fresh take on the Great Fairies. They're not this significant in the other games. They're a little bit bigger than you, but they're not like giant people most of the time. An eternity of decay. It's been like 100 years, worst case scenario, in eternity. Former glory. She's pretty stylish, I guess you would say, and she's really into Link. Enhance your clothing. All I need is the necessary materials. So this is a big deal, especially for people like me who like to do everything. So I've got my climber's bandana, and you can tell that, so of the things that I have, this is the only thing that can be upgraded. Well, it's the only thing that can be upgraded that I have stuff for. So like these, it says you cannot enhance, cannot enhance, cannot enhance. This one can be enhanced, but I don't have 2 of the 3 materials needed. This one, I have all the materials that I need, and it can be enhanced. Just good. So I'm just going to enhance it now. You're going to do it eventually. There's no sense in, like, waiting. There's only a couple of, like, overlaps. Most of the time, the stuff that you're using, the ingredients, are special for that upgrade. Dun, 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 dun. So at this level, all it does is make it more armor. So it went from 3 to 5 armor. The climb speed up is the same. So it just increases your defense. If you get to the max level and you have a set bonus, then you get all sorts of crazy powers on some of them. You've heard us about set bonuses, blah blah blah. But only if you wear the whole set. And not all sets have a bonus. So most of the time you want to wear the whole set. There are some exceptions, but most of the time you want to wear the whole set. Come back here once you've got some clothes or materials, or you've restored the power of my sisters. So this is when she talks about her sisters. There's actually 4 of these fairies in the game. They all start out in the same way. They've all got those pods, and you have to pay various amounts of monies in order to unlock them. I think there's like I want to say there's like a 300 and a 500, and then the last one's like 10,000 or some ridiculous number. But you need them all upgraded, or you need them all opened in order to get all your upgrades. Because this is as far as she can go. Even if I had the ingredients, I can't upgrade this hat any more than I've got at the moment. Anyway, but that's super important. As we get more armor, there's a bunch of armor in this game that can be upgraded. And there are a bunch of ways to do it. So as long as you've got the ingredients that you've been collecting this whole time, you've been just picking up everything in its brother that you can see. then you're probably going to be fine. Any dang way. So you can see this. We can't really mess with this, yes, but I kind of want to show it off. This is suspicious, right? You've got this thing that's lit up. It's got a hole in it. And you might remember in Impa's house, there is one of those shrine spheres just hanging out right off to her. I think it's her right side. So this is a shrine quest that we don't have access to yet. There's a shrine here, but you're not getting any signal because it's not. You can't get to it yet. It doesn't exist yet in the world. We gotta go through some other rigmarole before we can get there. Hey, look. These high durability spears are great for killing skeletons because they're super easy to kill, so you don't need much power in order to do it. And they're fast, and they've got that range that we love so much. It's another stick. I don't need any more sticks. I might never need a stick again. That's not true. There's one there's one place that takes all your stuff whenever you get inside, so you want to use everything again. But that won't be for a while. For the time being, I want to go... How many bugs do I have? Let's see. I have 7. I think that's enough. Let's go down to town and talk to the armor girl. I think she lives here. I can never remember. She either lives here or that one over there. Let's find out. Yep, it's her. Leslie. You're paying me a visit. That's sweet of you. You used to love the night. The world sparkles and shines. It is beautiful. I mean, it's raining outside right now, so you can't really see anything. Grandmother always scolded me for that. That's the... Well, we passed her before. She doesn't...
Aww.
I haven't talked to her grandma yet. I'm forced to lounge around at home at night instead of chasing the night. Yeah. You should be sleeping. You sleep eventually, right? She's all about the fireflies. So, you wanna make her happy. Get a bunch of fireflies, and you let them out. And then you talk to her. Come on. Notice the fireflies. What? Come on. Seriously? And I just wasted all my fireflies. I need 5 of them, I think. Or else this doesn't work. Well, I'm gonna have to go get more fireflies. So, you can... yeah, you can examine these. You can't pick them up. I think that's true of the pumpkins, too. And there's what is this? An apple underneath the bridge for some reason. Because that's where people leave their apples, I guess. A traveler's sword underneath the water for some reason. And it's raining, so I'm going to slip if I'm not careful, but it's short enough that it doesn't matter. Stick. And chicken. So this follows the same basic thought, or the physics, chicken physics, of the other chicken games. Basically, if you jump off of something while you're holding a chicken, you kind of glide. Obviously, you've got the paraglider now, so it's not important. But it is worth noting, I suppose. And And if you throw them, they fly a little bit. Epona's still over there, hanging out. Just waiting. Got nothing else to do. Yep. You can only get this chicken at night, because otherwise there's that old lady that was asleep in Lasley's house. She yells at you, makes you get out. Need to capture all these chickens. I think I can do it without activating the quest first. Maybe. We'll find out. He's on patrol. On patrol. Chicken. Chicken patrol. Yeah, just super not annoying at all. There's one more, pretty sure up here. Maybe two more up here. I think there's one on top of a house somewhere. He's not here. This guy has a thing for chickens. He's obsessed. This is the archer bow girl's husband that got into chickens, and then they kind of stopped talking. Hey, it's Mutton Chop Guy. Dorian. Yeah, he says that. Actually, you know, I say they were twins, but one looks older than the other one. Like, significantly older. Aw. So, that answers one of my questions. They are not twins. Chicken on top of the house. Is it this one? I gotta go up here anyway. Just loving that extra stamina. I'm not to the point where I can just run forever yet, but it's gonna happen. Chicken. And, oh, there it is. Yep. So you use this chicken to get to this chicken. I wonder if I can throw him from here and get him inside. Ah, what a great shot. Awesome. Is that it? Is there one more? I won't know until I actually turn in the quest. That might be it. Wait. Oh crap, he's back. Ah, man, I have to have the quest active, or else it doesn't do anything. Well, that's dumb. That's fine. It is what it is. I'm probably okay. So, you'll notice that the artist dude is gone. Oh look, there's a chicken. One that I didn't get before. But the artist dude should be up by the shrine. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. He just didn't come out until later. Get out, there's Coco. She's not having a good morning. But she never has a good morning. Oh right, I can't do this until I get the picture. I don't have that yet. I really want to do this one too, but it can wait. Anyway, we did the ferry. We got the stuff there. Let's see. We did that. We did this. We did this. I don't care about that. Let's go get the. I think there's a Korok at the other entrance, and then we'll head for Hot Mill. You can't run on a horse inside towns. There's no. I don't even get the stirrup option. I don't think it's this one. I think it's on the other side. There it is. Whoops. Didn't actually hit it. Yep. Just another random thing. Koroks. They like to do stuff. So that one doesn't have any arrows, so you know, you don't have to mess with it. So this road doesn't go anywhere. It just kind of stops. Sahasra. Oh, you'll notice a lot of these names. If you've played the other Zelda games, most of these names are something out of another game. I don't know a lot of them, but as we get through them, you'll notice some of them, like Okles. I want to say Okle was one of Tingle's brothers. Not 100% sure on that, but I think they're all somewhat related to that. There's ones that aren't, obviously, like the Temple of Time. That's the Temple of Time. That's not related to a person, obviously. The Great Plateau is not named after a person. But Hylia, well, you already know about Hylia. And I don't know about Proxim and Balmer, but I'm pretty sure Nabi is a name from another game. Anyway, so we did that. This is a tower. We pinned that already, so we know that there's a tower there. And if you look at the map, there is a way to get out past the fairy fountain onto what appears to be a big old plain or plateau that's not too terribly far from a tower that happens to be in the general vicinity of... Or no, that's not the tower. The red one is the red one is that meteor that I tagged. The blue one is the tower. Let's go get that meteor first. Yeah, I know. We're gonna take Epona because it's a long ways. See, stirrup, 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 no stirrup. Got into town. She doesn't wanna run anybody over, which is good. You don't want to kill people in general. You can't really kill NPCs anyway. Even the ones you find on the road that are getting attacked by monsters, if you just let them get attacked by monsters, eventually they'll fight the monsters off, which, as I've seen, doesn't really happen that often. Don't time they get beat by the monsters. But they just kind of go into a dazed state, so they don't die or anything. They just wake up a little bit later, saying stuff. Hey, it's Cola. Okay. I don't know what that means. I have an inkling of what that means, but from what she told me, that doesn't mean anything to me. Should be able to go here in a minute. Nope. There we go. Yeah, I know. She's, the faster that they can go, the higher the speed stat, the harder it is to turn while you're running. Which kind of makes sense. It's just physics, right? Just basic physics. Maybe gather these up a little bit. I've got a bunch of blue nightshade. I don't know that there's anything that you need more than like 50 of. So if you get to the point where you're sitting on some like 50 level stuff, probably pretty good. Some of these though, radishes, durians. I use a lot of durians. We haven't gotten any of those yet, but those guys are just for cooking, and they're great. I use a lot of them. If you get, I think it's, if you do all 5 durians in a pot, the food that comes out is something that gives you something like 25 extra hearts. It's just an ungodly amount of hearts. Let's see, I need to put this right here. Sometimes these can be a little tricky when you need to get them inside something in a tight fashion. Just lining them up right so that they slide inside. Dun, 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 dun. Amber, amber. You can't really tell. I think in the original art for the ambers, you were supposed to be able to see like a bug or something, like Jurassic Park style. But I can't really tell from that picture if there's anything in there. Okay, this is our first, well, you don't really know until you get up on him, but he's always here, so.
Oh.
He's a traveler. See, you know his name is Traveler, so there's something suspicious about him. I can train you. You've trained your body well, and you're familiar with sword and bow. That's a good skill set. Why don't you join the Yiga clan?
Oh.
You don't know? It's a powerful, great proof of, yeah. Master Koga, dedicated to fighting a hero thought long dead. Yeah, I will take your life. So, you run into these guys every once in a while. The Yiga clan guys. And let's see. I think I've got some stats on them. They're kind of funny. If you don't take them seriously, they'll kill you, but they're not bad. So the Yiga Foot Soldier melee variant, so that's what this guy is, should have 72 HP. And he should drop rupees and bananas. Plus he drops his weapon, which is not bad. And there's a bow and arrow version of this guy who has a little less HP, but their bow and arrows are pretty good. They're just a great thing to have in general. I don't. They've got some of these like magic things. They warp around a little bit. They'll try and rush you. Whoops! Gotta stop doing it like that. Don't rush you. Trying to deflect him. They're not too bad once you figure out what they do. There you go. got me some bananas. Bananas are great too. That's another one that you can use pretty easily in cooking and use a lot of. Vicious Sickle. It's fast, but it's low durability. I don't know that I need to take it. I'm okay. I'm okay. Where is Epona? She's over here in the grass. So you can see in the mini map there's a little horse, kind of like a knight, chess set knight thing going on. All right, we're headed this way towards the red dot. Oh man, this is a spot. This is a memory spot, which I can't get to yet. Do I really want to do this then? So I was thinking that it opened into this big old plain, which is kind of true, but this is all water. I don't think I want to do this yet. And I don't really want to climb that. And if I go this way, I'll just be going back. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to warp. So your warping, at least at this level, does not take your horse with you. Which means even if you're on your freaking horse, it's not going to take your horse with you. And there are some legitimate concerns with warping horses that get fixed later with other stuff. But it's just kind of an annoying thing. If you want to keep your horse, you basically have to warp to a shrine right next to a stable. And then you can pick them out again. Since we're here, I'm going to try and get that pinwheel thing. I got a little extra stamina. I got my cap on. Climbing these is a little tricky because you have to kind of climb backwards. You'll see it in a second. See how I'm climbing like a negative slope? That's ridiculous. But I'm climbing a little bit faster because of my hat. Once I get up on top of this thing, I can rest. Climbing to the side, just spider powers all over the place. That wasn't too bad. As long as I don't fall off. Ah, come on. Just so annoying. It's okay. It is what it is. I think it'd be cool to have just random buildings that look like what they do. I think all buildings should look like what they do. How great would that be? So this one you just had to get up here. Usually if you see a pinwheel in the wild, it's like on a stump or something. And you basically have to jump onto that thing, whatever it is, the stump or the rock or the whatever. And it's like a bow challenge. You have to shoot stuff out of the air in order to get the Korok. I'm gonna take a horse. I'm gonna take Epona. So this is the one that's boarded. This is the one that's waiting for me behind Kakariko. But because I'm here, I can take him, and he'll teleport him for me. So obviously I have two, so it doesn't matter. If I would have chosen the boarded one, the one that was in the wild would have been pulled into the boarding. So it would have been into the stable inventory, as it were. But it doesn't really matter. I have two fantastic Eponas. I can take this stamp off now. There's some stuff you can do in this swamp, but I'm going to kind of bypass it for now. There's something you can unlock later that makes it more valuable of your time, and there's no shrines or anything, so just going to follow the road for a bit. Get me some chew jelly. So cool thing I can do here, if I hit this chew jelly with a fire blade, I'm pretty sure, yep, see, turns into red chew jelly. So whenever you've got chew jellies, like I said, it's a special thing. It's basically an elemental, you know, a vial of elementalness, kinda. And if you hit it with an element, it will take on the characteristics of that element. So if I would have hit it with like a shock arrow, it would have turned into an electric or electro chew jelly. And the frost is the same way. So if you're ever in need of, who's sleeping? 2 pokes. Maybe that's what that first guy was doing. I could never really figure out what the hell he was doing. There's a camp. It's got a bunch of reds in it. I can totally demolish that camp. As I stand right now. But I have better things to do, so I'll come back. I want to get to, once I get to Hotno, there's a couple things that you can unlock. And then once I get, I have to go back to Kakariko, which doesn't take any time at all, because you got fast travel. And then after that, it unlocks a couple of cool things, and you're kind of free after that. So you can go wherever you want, pretty much, any way, shape, or form. Hollowed out tree with nothing inside. You can tell there was a battle here. Lots of guardians, partially buried and destroyed. Some of these are alive, kinda. It's really difficult to tell from a distance which ones will shoot at you if you get close. It's really difficult to tell. Stick. See, I hit both of them with that same thrust. Just a very efficient way of using a spear. Or anything, really. Hey, look, it's that guy. No, it's a new guy. Aegis. I grow vegetables in Hotno Village. Sell them at dueling picks, and then I go buy meat and head back. Okay. How's your belly? Okay. What do you got? Nope, I don't need butter. I don't think I need any milk. I don't remember ever having to buy milk. This guy's got a donkey. Or a mule. I can't remember which one's which in this game. I assume they both exist, because, well, if you have a mule, you have to have a donkey. That's just how nature works. Got some horses. Horses in this game are beautiful. Obviously, you can't be searching the ones that are going to shoot at you until you kill them. So that's an easy tell. If you can get all the way up to it and search it, then you know it's safe. It's kind of tricky though to get there. This is all stuff that you don't have to do if you don't want to. I just find it to be super helpful later. And this is a great place to get a bunch of Guardian drop parts, because there's so many of them in the same place. And this will respawn after the next blood moon. I can come back and they'll all have something else that I can pick up. Hi. It's getting kind of dark. Wait, what was that? Oh, it's a rock. Rupee. You can hear that in the background. That's a pinwheel somewhere. It's very light, so it's not right next to me, but it's there. I'm gonna find it here in a second. I'm pretty sure it's up on top of that wall. You can tell a lot of these guys were trying to climb the wall. They mentioned, I think Impa was the one that mentioned it, but Hateno Village was one of the few places in the world, in Hyrule, that was not touched by the calamity. And this wall was part of that. There's a fortress here that basically held back the Guardians for long enough. I don't know that I want to mess with you, but I'm going to try. The Zora Spear broke. That's a problem. Where is my... this one? I'm going to wait for him to target me again. Shoot him in the eye. Then do this. And I'm just going to repeat. So you can see they drop a decent amount of stuff. That was like 4 items. The big ones that move drop more stuff, and they drop better stuff. See, there's that pinwheel I was talking about. Just got to be listening. There's a lot of audible cues in this game. Alright, so I'm up here. And this is a weird one because nothing like pops up except for those things. You gotta watch carefully. There's those little acorns, or whatever they are, and you're supposed to shoot them. But of course, from this distance, that is a problem. Timing's gotta be right. This is not like a super accurate bow. Nope. Oh, I got one. Not even close. Hey, I got them both. Sweet. I was worried I was going to have to do something fancy. If you leave that spot, it'll reset. So you can't, get any closer or do anything like jump around and then try and do your zoom thing. Oh, I don't have any weapon equipped. That's a problem. This will work. A lot of times you just need a weapon.
Hey!
Hyrule. Come to see Fort Hateno, I take it. That's exactly why I'm here. The last line of defense between Hateno and the awful tragedy. That's what they're talking about. It prevented the Guardians from getting to Hateno Village. So, yeah. There's him. There's a cooking pot, if you want it. Get me some apple now. Oh, fireflies. I need those. Bladed rhino beetle. Bunch of fireflies. Ah, you leave me alone, bees. Nope. You know what? This is stupid. That's how you deal with bees. This area's got like 2 or 3 of these honey things. So it's a good place to come back if you need coarser bee honey. Kill all the bees. And there's a cabin and a guy inside. And he's all like, I'm better than you, blah 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 blah. His name is Calip. When a dark light resides in the cursed statue's eyes, pierce its gauge to purge the seal from the shrine. This is a shrine quest. What are you up to? You caught wind of the great Dr. Calip's groundbreaking research and just had to meet him for yourself. You've never heard of me. It's Dr. Calip, if you please. I didn't study my rear off to be called Mr. Calip. I wasn't going to call you anything.
Ah.
Did I ask? I don't remember that.
Ah.
You just told me to call you that, so why are you so freaking excited? You're a weird dude.
Whoa.
Yeah, you told me that already. Nope. So yeah, this is your shrine quest. This is the first shrine quest that we've gotten. And then basically, you just have to figure out how to deal with it, which is cool. It's kind of like you get to put all the clues together yourself. Some of them are pretty obvious. This one, it was a little bit trickier than I thought it was going to be originally. Hey, look, there's a person.
Oh.
You've got a real eye for coordinating your outfit. I have the keenest eye for fashion. I don't understand. I don't know what she's getting at. Can't tell if she's trying to be nice about it or if she's trying to be mean. I don't understand. She's on a horse though. That doesn't always happen. It's You're not spooked yet, bugs? Oh man, there's a beetle over here too? This is great. Getting all sorts of stuff. Acorns and shrooms. There's a lizard over there. What does that take? What's the... oh, that's the iron shroom. And then, I'm pretty sure there's a couple things over here. There's this. There's chests. Emblazoned shield. The traditional design from Nekluda, which is the area that we're in at the moment. In case you cared. It's where is it? So it says it right here, West Necluda. Super important. Not important at all at the moment. I have 3 of these. So this isn't important as a shield. It's more important as a. It's kind of a unique shield. They're not. They're not super common. The ones with special designs on them, the wooden ones with special designs. Korok. It's a rock underneath a giant door. You know, it just makes sense. It is what it is. Think I can get up there? Only one way to find out. So you see, if I jump towards it whenever I start, he does that little extra wall jump before he gets there. It's not much, but sometimes it's the difference between getting to the top and not getting to the top. Oh yeah, I'm making great time. I can even do one of these. Ooh, a sledgehammer. So I could sledge it out here. Hey, I got it before it fell. Cool. It's just so much easier to get stuff when they're not blown all over the place. Right? Alright, where's my horse at? There she is. Oh wait, there's fireflies. And I didn't break these yet. Oh crap, that was stupid. Hit the wrong button. Okay. Did I learn a lesson? Maybe. Who knows? One day, we will know the truth. That day is not the day. So we are going in this general vicinity towards that yellow dot. There's a detour I want to take here because I want to see what is happening over here. You can see that there's a shrine reaction. Oh cool, it's already purple. Okay, well this is going to be a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. So that's the shrine quest that we just had. So the tricky part was during the day it doesn't do that. It's not shining during the day. And that guy, the doctor, is over here during the day. So the first time I found him, he was here. And I was like doing all sorts of things to try and make those eyes light up. And then he like goes away at night and I don't think about it. I don't pay attention to it being night. So it was night, you just shoot it with an arrow and then you're done. So the next time he comes over here tomorrow morning, huh. Alright. So, due to small environmental issues, this will probably be a good place to stop for now. So we'll take a break and we'll come back to this later. So thanks for watching.